Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I want to go over a very easy way you're able to make a ton of gold in Lost Ark. Now this is going to be more a method of making gold more than it's going to be a specific spot you go and farm gold. But it is pretty easy to do and it's going to be very, very good early on in Lost Ark like we are right now. And this gold making method is going to be done by selling the adventure tome completion items, which I have a bunch right here from one of the new zones I was questing in. Now what these are actually used for is if you go onto your adventure tab, you go to your adventure tomes tab, it'll bring up this page and there is one of these for every single continent in the game. And essentially what this is it's a completion tome for every continent in the game. So you have objectives to complete all the dungeons on easy and normal, to collect all these different items, to do a ton of different quests, kill specific enemies. Now you can get these tome items tons of different ways. You can get them from doing the main quests, doing side quests, you can get them from doing the dungeons, and you can get them from just killing random enemies on that continent. And just farming as many enemies as possible is probably going to be one of the most efficient ways to farm these. And then every 10th percentile, you'll get additional rewards. And a lot of these rewards can be really, really good. And one of the big reasons a lot of people want to get 100% on a lot of these different continents is because they give Ignia tokens. And what you can do with these Ignia tokens is you can go to a Ignia token exchange vendor, which are usually located in any of the taverns in the game, and you can see what you're able to earn from this vendor. And this vendor has a ton of very valuable stuff. So the first one just gives you a mount. You can get a bunch of stat increases, which are pretty big stat increases. You can get some runes, you can get some legendary cards, you can get a greater skill potion, which is incredibly valuable. You can get mounts, you can get structures, and one of the most important parts of this is that you can get a Bifrost key, which I think there's only 2 of these able to be obtained in game. They're incredibly valuable. The Bifrost system is kind of ridiculous if you use it correctly. And these are just the rewards you get for completing the zones themselves. This is the final reward for every continent, but there's still a ton of additional rewards you get for completing the different continents. And some of them are actually really good. So say the newest content I've been questing on is Phaeton. At 30%, I get a really good rune. You get secret maps. You get structures for every single one. You usually get rapport items for all of them. You can get different songs for different ones, more rapport gifts. You can get random battle items, emotes, good cards. And some of them you can even get mounts. Like this one, you get a raptor mount. And some of the best rewards are the ones that give skill point potions. So you have Vern, you have East Lutera, you have Shoeshire, you have Rohandel, and that's all the ones I currently have that give skill point potions. But a lot of the rewards just for getting more percentile are incredibly good as well. So that takes us to how we're going to be making gold through the adventure tome, and that's through selling these collectible items that I showed. And the reason people would want to be buying these is because you actually have to collect a ton of these to complete that specific area. And as you can see, there are a ton of different collectibles. So say just right here, you need 25 of this collectible, you need 25 of this collectible, you need a ton of different ones, 25 for that, and you need different amounts for different rarities. So say we have a blue rarity right here, we need 4 of that, we need 4 of this one, we need 10 of the uncommon, 10 of the uncommon, and then 25 of the commons. And it goes all the way up to legendary, and you need all of these, and you need all of them completed to get 100% in the zones. So there's quite a lot of things to collect. And if you get some of the more rare ones, you can actually sell it for quite a bit. So these 5 I have right here are from the newest area where I was questing, which is Phaeton. So these ones might be a little bit more expensive on average, but also realize that's a more endgame zone. So it's going to be harder to farm these because you're going to kill enemies much slower. But say we have a rare collectible right here. That is 78 gold right now. And there's not a ton up. So I could potentially sell it more than the 78 gold it's going for right now. And that's just one item like I mentioned. Now it gets much cheaper, obviously, when you get on lower rarities, but even this uncommon one right here is 25 gold. This common one is still a 25 gold, but the average is quite a bit lower. I would say you could probably sell this on average for like 15 gold, something like that, depending on when people are buying and when you're selling. Another one right here for another 16 to 18 gold. And since it's late, some of these prices are a little bit high right now. I would go more with the average. You could probably sell this one for 15 gold. Like I mentioned, these are going to be quite a bit higher because, again, it's a higher level area. It's a tier 2 area. So the lower level ones, the zones you're starting out when leveling up, they're going to be quite a bit cheaper for these items items. But like I mentioned, if you're max level and you want to go make gold, you can go to these low level zones and just one-shot every single enemy, so you're going to be able to farm them much quicker even though they're worth less gold per item. And also, if you want to search up what items are going for good money, you can go over to the market, go down to Adventure's Tome, and then click on all, and you can go search through. You can go search through and see maybe if there's a zone that has more lucrative rewards, or a high level zone, or a zone you're currently questing in. If you want to go check which ones are really valuable, if maybe your zone has some uncommon ones that are really valuable or selling for a lot, you can go farm those, try to make more gold. So you can go and check all the different ones. You can go and check the different rarities, check the epic ones. Some of the epic ones for the higher level zones are going to be much more expensive. Some of them, a lot of people probably haven't even obtained yet, so that's probably why some of these have ridiculous prices. And I was going to do a gold per hour on some specific zone, but with how much variety there is in these items, I don't think doing a gold per hour type of video is actually going to give you a ton of information, because there are a ton of different continents and there are a ton of different collectibles on every single continent. So you would need so much information to even find a good gold amount per hour. And at that point, it wouldn't be really worth it to understand. But I think one of the more simple ways you can look for which ones are going to be a bit more expensive is, again, look for any of these with skill point potions. I think those are going to be really good. And then again, any of the higher level zones, since less people are there, they're harder enemies to kill. If you're, say, geared up, you can go do those, and those will probably be more lucrative, more valuable for you to go farm. And then past that, just look at the rewards if you're lower level, or if you're just in a zone leveling up, just stay there for a little bit and farm a bunch of enemies and then go sell it for some extra gold. But that's pretty much all I want to go over for this gold making method in Lost Ark. So subscribe if you want to see more Lost Ark or other MMO videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this gold making method, and thanks for watching.